Midlands Metalheads Radio live at Hard Rock Hell 12 here. I've got the guys from Walkway. I say guys, two of the guys from Walkway,
yes.
who are...
Chris, I'm the lead singer.
James, I'm lead guitarist.
Pleased to have you guys. From Dis in... Well, you said between Norwich and...
Right on the Norfolk-Suffolk border, between Norwich and Ipswich. So.
Yeah. Rest of the band the same?
The other guys, they're sort of more Ipswich, Felixstowe based. So, 6 hours to get here today? Yeah. So, we're probably one of the further ones away.
Friendly rivalry between the members of the band then, is it? As far as football goes, there's nothing else.
Well, I don't think they're really interested in it. Well, you aren't either, are you? It's just me, really. So, just by myself on that one.
Right. A lot of interest in Status Quo with you as a band, obviously with things like Rick Parfitt.
Yeah.
You did the version of Quo's Rain.
Yes. Yeah.
And also John Coughlin, who's appearing here this weekend.
Yeah.
Looking forward to meeting him tomorrow. You've been out with Quo as well?
Yeah, we did a show with them, gosh, quite a few years ago now, but that was sort of our way, North Norfolk. Went really, really well, and ever since then we've sort of been asked back, and we did a couple of summer shows with them, didn't we, at Burley House and Hatfield House. Then we got asked to do kick off their arena tour, which, as it so happens, was Rick's last ever UK tour. Yeah. And then a year ago this month, we did one of the acoustic shows with them as well. But we sort of keep in contact with them. They're lovely guys, and they've always sort of said if we sort of get anything that we need a band for, then you're sort of top of the list, which is really nice. But yeah, we had quite a connection with Rick, and we were sort of scheduled to be working with him on his solo career, but obviously very unfortunately didn't go ahead. So
do you think that album will ever see the light of day as such?
I don't know really.
If they've done so much of it, do you think they could finish it off?
Potentially. I mean, you find a lot of like artists which have passed away, they are releasing sort of material, so they may well do, but I mean the Quo fans are very, very dedicated to Quo, so it might come to life at one point. You never know.
So how do you guys get together originally?
Me and James are brothers. Our dad, he's basically played in a local band from our area for well over 30-40 years, and we've always been a musical household, and it sort of started with James learning guitar, and he's one of those people that's just a general natural at it, and I then started, and we sort of formed a band then, didn't we? Just sort of jamming in a bedroom, and then sort of got out to play in pubs, and then sort of just it's escalated from there, really.
So what sort of music were you growing up with then, with your dad being musical?
It's all the good stuff of Led Zeppelin, AC/DC, and then sort of listen to singers like Whitney Houston and that, so sort of like people, your proper musician people. So we've been around very good music, fortunately. So
do you find those styles coming into your music at the moment? You know, people like Whitney Houston, I'm thinking of, rather than the classic rock of the early 70s.
I mean, we take a very strong influence from a lot of those bands. We don't obviously want to just be another 70s, 80s throwback, so we like to put a bit more of our modern spin on it. But I mean, they're the sort of bands we want to be. We'd love to be the next.
You can always take elements of pop music and stuff to take, like Journey, for example. Don't Stop Believing, one of the biggest, rock hits, isn't it? I mean, and that's got pop written all over it. So those catchy hooks and stuff. So you can always take.
We're trying to take that approach with, I suppose, bands like Nickelback. Really, sort of as much stick as they get. It's sort of like the commercial songs is what allows them to.
If people were to sit down and listen to a Nickelback album, they'd appreciate just how good a rock band they are. Never mind all the singles they release.
Exactly.
They are a very good rock
band.
But
for us, they've got sort of that right balance together, where they've got stuff that appeals to sort of the more mainstream, I suppose, and then they've got the stuff for the hard rockers. So we try and take that approach as well. So, I mean, we don't just stick purely just in the rock market. I mean, we love that, and that is our main bread and butter, but we try and take influence from just about anything we can, really. So.
Are you playing an awful lot of the WW3 album?
Yeah, we've got quite a few in the set for tomorrow, but yeah, we've been trying to push that as much as possible. Really, the reaction we've had from it since we released it has been really, really good. So we're very proud of it, and fortunately, a lot of people seem to like it.
I'm pleased to say that we played it a lot on the station. I play it a lot on my shows as well.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
So that album aside, is there anything you're working on for the near future? Do you get a chance to sit down and get any ideas together?
Yeah, I mean we're sort of planning the next sort of release really at the moment, so that's what we're sort of working towards. It's going to be a hard feat beating WW3 because we've had such a good reaction on it and we're very proud of that album. So it's going to be a challenge bettering that one, but we've done it. So yeah, I'm sure we won't have a problem getting there with that one as well. So plenty of riffs and solos in mind. So
that's the thing. I think between like looking at our timeline, there's sort of been about sort of a 2-year gap between each album. So we're always playing, and I mean we do sort of 110, 120 shows a year. So we like to take that old-fashioned approach of just gigging constantly. So we like to obviously sit down and write material, and like James said, WW3 is going to be a big one to beat, but obviously that's part of the challenge. We never want to try and better everything we do each time. So yeah, I think since WW3's come out, there's been a lot happened, so there's definitely stuff we can write about and yeah, just take influence from. So yeah.
Do you write about everyday things?
Pretty much,
rather than sort of tapping into the news of the day, writing political songs.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you can. I suppose we've never been one of those real political bands or anything like that. I mean, I personally feel that politics and that should stay out of music. So because you can alienate your audience if someone supports someone as opposed to someone else. So I always remember there was a quote. I think it was Ken Dodd said that he never jokes about politics or anything like that because obviously you want everyone to like you as opposed to, well, they like so-and-so, so I'm not going to like them anymore. But, yeah, I mean, we've written stuff about that before, but we're never going to do sort of like a American Idiot type album where it's purely based on that. But, yeah, stuff in the news. Obviously, love is a massive, big thing, but just anything, really, anything.
Is there any stuff that you did on the first 2 albums that wasn't right for those albums, but you've put it to one side and thought, we'll come back to that maybe in a couple of years' time, and then and then rework it?
Yeah, I think we've always worked on the basis that you never throw anything away. So because anything could come back up. There might be one point you play something and think that's a load of garbage, but then later on you might think actually there was something in that. So, I mean, you've got tapes and tapes of guitar recordings, haven't you? And I've got books and books of lyrics, and literally I'll be sort of just walking along and something might pop in your head, or you might see something on a poster and think that would be a good song title, so just write it down. So yeah, it's just literally anything and everything. You've always got to be ready in case something does pop in your head. So you've got solos and riffs put away then?
Yes, plenty on the on the phone. Loads of just. I mean, I teach during the day as well, so do a lot of guitar lessons. Obviously, I get a lot of sort of space between lesson stuff, and I might just be noodling around. Any ideas, just pop it on the phone and come back to it at a later date.
It's a beauty of technology, fair play, isn't it?
Yes, exactly, yeah. So
exactly.
So any plans for 2019?
Well, we're pretty much fully booked, so we're going to be touring all over the country again, and in that time, we'll just keep pushing ourselves out there, trying to get more and more well known. Obviously things like this are great because it opens us up to a lot of people as well, so who knows, I mean, again, with some of the Quo shows, we've literally had a phone call on the Monday that you're going to be playing with us at the weekend, and I think it was the same when we did the Darkness show a few years ago. It was that Monday we got a call, wasn't it? The weekend, if you want it, you can come play with us, and you're like, of course, yeah, definitely.
Exactly,
so you never know. I mean, who knows, we could get a call from God knows who saying that we'd like you to play with us. So we're great believers that, I mean, obviously a lot of it is down to luck these days. It always has been to some extent, but we're great believers that you've got to make your own luck as well. So with us constantly out there pushing ourselves, it enables us to be opened up to whoever. There could be that one person in the crowd who is best mates with Mr. EMI or Mr. Sony. So we just keep pushing, and just in between the gigs, just write material, and who knows.
Any bands at the moment that you'd like to go out with? Forget the big boys, obviously, but any bands that you would like to tour with, like yourselves, up and coming
We're very good friends with Hollow Star from Cambridge, so they're not too far away from us, but they're really, really nice guys. We're very supportive of each other, so there's no egos in that band as well.
Yeah.
Very much same as us, no egos in this band. We just, every time we play together, we just enjoy it. So we have spoken to them about doing some shows together, so whether that does come all together, I don't know, but I reckon they would probably be in agreement. They'd be one of the main bands for us that we'd...
Yeah, nice.
They're
nice
on tour with Dan
package.
Reed at the moment, aren't they?
That's right, with Mason Hill,
Yeah. So we'd definitely like to do some more stuff with them. We have done some shows with them before, but again, it's just supporting each other, and we do that quite well with each other. So yeah, that would be nice. That'd be nice, definitely.
Main thing, get Christmas out of the way, and then
exactly, yeah.
2019 is the year of Walkway. Yeah.
All
Chris,
being well.
James, thank you
very
very much
much
indeed for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Keep in touch.
Yes.
We'll keep playing your music. Midlands Metalheads Radio live at Hard Rock Hell 12 with Walkway.